is the peaceful, unarmed water protectors being brutalized by water cannons, tear gas, concussion grenades. The people who just let me charge my phone, her daughter was down on the front lines. What she told her mum was that they're firing indiscriminately into that crowd with rubber bullets, the bin bags. As you heard earlier, there was someone, the person next to them, had their head split open with a beanbag round. They're firing those indiscriminately into the crowd of unarmed, peaceful water protectors. I'm going to try and keep this running as long as possible, guys. Please share this as soon as you come on. Comment where you're from so I know that this is running live. I know that it's being hacked. If it drops out, it's because I run out of battery. I'm going to see if someone else can find me another battery pack. Hey, my friend, do you have a battery pack for a phone? Okay, I'm going to send someone on a mission to find one so we can keep this going. Are you on a mission? Thank you. So for those of you just joining, this is the peaceful unarmed water protectors being brutalized by military-style police. There is water cannons. I hear the national news are reporting the water cannons are being used to put out fires. This is blatantly untrue. Blatantly untrue. The water cannons are being fired on peaceful, unarmed water protectors. If you watch any of my feeds, you will see that. You will see there are no fires. You'll see the only fires that have been are controlled fires, like the one down here below for keeping people warm, like the one over there for keeping people warm. What you will see, however, is you will see the water cannon being used at about 26 degrees Fahrenheit. That's below freezing. That's being used against unarmed, peaceful water protectors. I just heard unconfirmed reports of over 200 people needing medical attention. I had a message saying there's over 200 people at the medic tent. They do not have enough EMTs here to deal with that number of people. Bear in mind there's maybe 300 people on that bridge. They're cycling people in and out of that bridge. That bridge where they're firing the tear gas onto is enclosed on both sides, left and right. They cannot leave that bridge sideways. It's not possible. So when the tear gas gets in there, it's in an enclosed space, and people have two choices. NBC News can say the water protectors are the problem all they like. You don't see the water protectors firing on the police. What you see is the police using their water cannon. You see the police using the rubber bullets. I just went to charge my phone in the car and said her daughter's on the front lines down there. They're firing indiscriminately into the crowd with beanbag rounds. I spoke to a young gentleman who said the guy next to him was hit in the head and split his head wide open. I want to remind you who they're firing on is peaceful, unarmed water protectors. These aren't militia with guns. These are peaceful, unarmed water protectors. It could be your son or your daughter. It could be your grandfather or your grandmother. It could be your mum or your dad. If you're just joining this. Share this in all the Facebook groups you can. You're watching the truth right here. The news media does not report the truth. If you want to call Morton County Sheriff, you can do 701-667-3330. If you want to pull your money out of the banks that are supporting the Dakota Access Pipeline with energy transfer partners, you can find out who they are. I know Wells Fargo. I know US Bank. I know Citibank. But these are all things you can do from outside here. Thank you, Australia. Please comment as you're coming on where you're from, what state you're from. Please share this. Those vehicles you see going backwards and forwards constantly, they're taking people from the front lines back to camp who need medical attention. There's a constant stream of those vehicles. So the reports that you're seeing from national media that say those water cannons are being used to put out fires, those water cannons are being used to fire on peaceful, unarmed water protectors. Someone just said they have family down there. You said people were going unconscious on the front lines and being brought out there unconscious. They are firing on people with beanbag rounds. They have split people's heads open down there. I know this is blurry. It's very hard to make it unblurry. You can see there are no fires down there. Well, right now you can see the water cannons not being used right now at this point in time. This is a new development. Those water cannons are not currently being used. I do not know why that is. And since coming back on this fourth live stream, there is digital smoke signals, has live drone footage. You should check that out. Live stream the water cannons being aimed directly at individuals at close range, not targeting fires, targeting people. I'm not sure on the number of the wounded. I know I'd heard of 4 people who've been hit with rubber bullets. That was before I heard of the other one that just had their head split open. So there's at least 5.
Battery.
We have another battery pack. That's fabulous. All right, cool. Thank you. I'll hang for a second until this one dies.
Okay.
Is this fully charged, this one?
I believe so.
Nice. Can you take the cord off it?
Yes.
I'm fine. I'm up here on the hill. I'm just like, can you, before you unplug it, are you really ready to plug it into this? I'm just trying to see where the USB is. So we're just changing out battery packs so that it doesn't die again.
Ready?
Yep, good. And is this on? Can't tell. Can you tell if this is on? So we're just changing out the battery pack. Yes, you can look at the drone footage. You can see water cannons fired on unarmed people. There are no fires they're putting out. This is the story that is being put out by mainstream media that is blatantly untrue. If you want to go and check any of my live streams earlier, you will see that. You will see the water cannon being fired. Can't tell. Bear me 1 second. This may stop for a second. I need to check if my phone's charged. Maybe just plug back into the other one. Is that a different one? Alright guys, I'm still doing this. I'm just trying to make sure I don't lose my live stream. Trying to make sure we're... That's the car charger, mate.
Yeah, but it's got battery.
Just bear me a second, this is going to go out a second. I haven't gone anywhere, I'm just trying to make sure I don't lose it.
There's the one you had.
You got the one? Okay, cool.
Let's see what else I can find.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. People running around for battery packs. For Colorado, how are the people? From what I hear, people are actually going to the medic tent. They're getting themselves into fresh, clean clothes, and they're going straight back to the front lines to stand there again with their brothers and sisters. You can see from earlier indiscriminate rounds being fired into the crowd. I did speak with Associated Press. I haven't heard what they said, but I know what I told them, and you will hear it on my live stream. If you go back to one of my previous live streams, you'll hear me on the phone with the Associated Press. So what they took from me and used, I don't know, but they certainly didn't use the story I told them. I don't know if it's possible to live stream at medical. There's no signal in camp. Let me walk back 1 second and see if they are live streaming back there, and I'll give that as a suggestion. Does anyone have the ability to go into camp to medical and live stream anything in medical, or to show what's going on in medical? Do you know?
I don't know.
It's been suggested multiple times.
Alright, what's up, Noah? I'm back. Yeah, if you can, like, grab there's like a bag in the back that has your gear in it. I need, yeah, I need back. Don't even worry about it. I need dry socks. There's not back there. I'll be fine. So yeah, the temperature is like just atrocious.
So right now, yeah, looking down at my feet, you can see the ground is starting to freeze. No, the people that are downloading my feed from earlier. There's something going on down there. I can't tell you exactly what it is right now, but if you look at the lines of riot police down there, yeah, I know my feed can be blocked and everything, but it's been downloaded by people. So I know my feed has been downloaded earlier, and I know that it has the what I said and who I said it to. If you listen carefully, you will also hear they asked the question. They said, "Can they hear me right now?" The person who was speaking to me on the phone. Yeah, Michael, I'm still filming. I'm glad you can join us. Thank you. Please share this if you know anyone with media. the ability to share any of this, then please share this out. If you go to my page, the earlier streams, you will see that there was one stream with like 1.8 million views. That's the earlier stream. You'll see a lot of the tear gas fired in that. You'll hear the concussion grenades. You'll see a lot of what happened in that on that earlier stream. Right now it appears that the water cannon is not being fired, at least for now. As you can hear song down there. As far as I know, medical would be doing that. I haven't been to camp to know about the... Here's the update from the head medical. I will read it to you. 167 water protectors have been injured. 3 of those people are elderly. There are no fatalities. Standing Rock EMT is still on site. So what I'll tell you is the water cannons were being used against peaceful water protectors. They were not being used against fires. The tear gas was not for putting out fires. The tear gas that was fired onto the enclosed space of the bridge where people couldn't escape. It seems like the water cannons have been shut off since that was put out. I don't know. Just keep sharing this because I haven't seen any arrests so far. It's really hard to tell from up here. I don't believe so. I don't believe anyone's been arrested. You will see if you go to my earlier live streams. Please go to my earlier live streams. Look for where the water cannon was being fired indiscriminately, continually into the crowd. There's 2 ambulances on the way. 169, I believe, was the number of people.
No luck with the pack, but you're welcome to plug into this truck if you think it'll work.
Okay. I think you can charge. Figure out if you can charge that. I think you can.
Okay.
I don't have a cable, but
Okay.
I think you might be able to charge that. I might have something. So I'm just looking at charging another battery pack. I have got a cable. Yes, coming your way. Was that a bad plan? No? Oops. Three elders were injured, so these are peaceful water protectors. They've been indiscriminately fired on with rubber bullets, beanbag rounds. Yeah, the whole point is they don't want journalists here. That's the whole point. The story that they're putting out in the press from whatever I said apparently has not been what I said. So just go to my So I'm not... Oh, did you see that? That was another concussion grenade? I don't even know what it was fired. You see the smokes from that? You heard it. You see the water's... Right, you can see... I don't know if you can see it, but if you look here... Right now, I wish it would zoom in. The lights are messing with the ability to zoom and the dark. But there you're using the water cannon again down there. Alright, you can see that it's not on. If you look, it's nowhere near a fire. That's directly on people. You're watching it right now. That where you see all this, that coming up, that is the water cannon right now being deployed on people. On people. That haze you see. You can see right where that fire. You can see where the controlled fire is behind. Look where that water cannon is. Look where that water cannon is firing. Yes, if you go to the digital smoke screen, you will see pictures. Well, you will see them earlier. They had a drone that was doing this. Someone's just posted digital smoke signals videos. There's a link here. We'll take that link. One sec, we're gonna go first. I just sent a message saying police are coming in from behind. I don't know exactly what that means. Someone just messaged me that the police are coming in from behind, apparently, just to be wary of that.
They can't come in from the reservation. That's not true. They're not coming in. If you mean behind on 1806, like there's no way.
Coming. I don't know, but everything else they've told me has been pretty accurate.
It's BIA.
No, I know I know who the BIA are. The explosion you hear is concussion grenades. I can't read your messages, Lisa. I do see some of them, but it's not possible to keep reading all your messages. I appreciate you. This is in North Dakota. This is correct. This is in North Dakota, just north of Cannonball on 1806. I'm just reading here that one of the elders that was shot earlier from I'm going to walk back up the hill one second. I just had message on it. There's a lot of police coming from Bismarck through Mandan. If you can pass that on. Maybe just go down there someone night. Sorry guys, yeah, thanks Johnny, I saw that, I just passed the message on. The fires that you see are for people to keep warm, that's correct. Well below freezing right now. Yeah, the water cannons are not being focused on fires, they're being focused on people. The fire that you see is for people keeping themselves warm. There's a column of armored vehicles coming this way. That's what I'm getting.
What? Vehicles coming which way?
Where are they coming from, Amy? Military vehicles heading your way, armored personnel vehicles. I've also had consistent reports of stuff coming through from Bismarck through Mandan.
Oh yeah, that's from that way. So the road, the 1806, the highway that if new vehicles come in from the back, like you see lights come in, that's from Bismarck and Mandan. So yeah, so that's south. Bismarck and Mandan is north. Right. So yeah, those reports sound accurate of military vehicles coming this way because they're stationed further down the highway.
Right,
so,
but they can also technically come down 6 as well. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny, can you confirm?
This way would be through the reservation, which they can't do legally. Like the BIA is not letting them.
Okay, cool. Johnny, can you confirm, if you're still watching this, can you confirm that they're coming up on 1806 to join the barricade?
Because we've been told that they can't.
Okay, cool. I don't know, So Johnny, if you're watching this, can you confirm? Yeah, and hearts is great for this because it gets shared more if you use hearts, so angry faces doesn't help. That's how the algorithm works, apparently. RT. What's RT news?
A retweet.
Retweet? Okay, cool. That's awesome. Because if they retweeted the live stream from earlier, they will see the water cannons being used against peaceful protectors. Right now, you'll notice all of a sudden the water cannons are not being used as they were. Interestingly enough. You notice that? How they've completely changed?
Yep.
So I don't know why they've completely changed. However, those water cannons are now not being used against the peaceful protectors as they were earlier. If you wish to see that and confirm that, you can go to my earlier live streams that will be on my Facebook wall, and they will show that very clearly. You can also go to digital smoke signals and find the drone footage that shows exactly the same thing. So the propaganda and the lies being spread by mainstream media about putting out fires will be shown to be just that, propaganda. Yeah, they may be coming through from the other side just to reinforce. Sorry, I wasn't trying to send you on a misinformation, I was just trying to share what...
Okay, we're just gonna wait and see what they have to say. I'm sure security or something will get a notice as well.
So again, for you those just joining, this is the bridge on Highway 1806, and these are peaceful, unarmed water protectors who have been fired upon with tear gas, rubber bullets, beanbag rounds, concussion grenades, mace, a water cannon. Huh? LRAD?
The LRAD.
And the LRAD was also deployed. The LRAD is the noise cannon. Now, bear in mind, I know it's hard to see, but this is a bridge. So a bridge, by obviously you can't go left or right on a bridge because there are barriers. You can't go ahead because there's a blockade. So when you fire tear gas into a group of people on a bridge, the only thing to do, there's two things you can do. You can trample the people that are around you to try and escape the tear gas, or you can breathe in the tear gas. It is a highly dangerous situation, deliberately targeting unarmed water protectors. My friend went down there earlier to stick blankets to the people that were getting hypothermia from the water cannon. She inhaled so much tear gas that she coughed so hard she puked and she pissed her pants. This isn't a joke, people. This is unarmed water protectors being brutalized by militarized police. So you can see what the national media puts out about this, and whatever they sound bit out of whatever conversation that they took and cut to pieces. But you can see from my live stream what is